You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, it is game over at the Australian Open for world number 3, Coco Gauff. Now, Coco Gauff, the number 3 tennis player in the world, she really made headlines because she bought into the bait from that woke reporter at the Australian Open, trying to get her to actually bash Trump in the United States. And she said, oh, it's so hard being a black woman. Yeah. She got demolished at the Australian Open. This match was over in less than an hour. She lost, I believe, 6-1, 6-2. And then she threw a tantrum when she actually thought she was off camera. She was caught on camera. And boy, she got triggered by that, man. She got triggered by that. She was caught smashing a racket. Now, honestly, guys, I watch tennis. I don't have a problem with players smashing their rackets. This happens, okay? It even happens like during matches. When something goes very, very bad, man, some of these players lose their minds. I mean, John McEnroe made a career. Great tennis player, by the way. But he made a career, man, having tantrums. But Coco Gauff, man, I guess now she actually has a little bit of time now to concentrate on wokeness and being a black woman in America because she's eliminated from the Australian Open. I guess you got time now to actually prepare for the clay season with the French Open that's going to be coming up later on this spring. So let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Here we go. Right over here, guys. U.S. tennis star Coco Gauff smashes racket after brutal Australian Open loss. Yeah. Severely disappointed U.S. tennis star Coco Gauff was seen smashing a tennis racket to pieces after a brutal loss at the Australian Open. And it was all caught on video. Now, like I said, man, she was actually trying to hide that she had actually lost it and started smashing a racket. She thought nobody was seeing it. But people saw it. Gauff suffered an embarrassing 6-1, 6-2 loss on Tuesday to Ukraine's Elena Svitolina in the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam tournament in Melbourne, putting Gauff out of the tournament. It was embarrassing because Gauff is the number 3 ranked women's player in the world, while Svitolina is only ranked 12th. I wouldn't consider that a huge upset right there. I mean, being ranked number 12, man, that's still pretty good. Anyway, and Gauff was clearly none too happy about the upset. Gauff was clearly upset as she walked off the court after the loss, but her emotions boiled over once she got to the ramp to the locker rooms. Yeah, she's probably more upset that she wasn't even really competitive. That's probably what she was really upset about. Now, if she had lost 7-6, 7-6, tiebreakers, then she'll probably be all right. The other person just better today. But she got demolished. She got absolutely demolished. Now let's watch this clip right here, guys. Here we go.
Coco Gauff, who is usually so even-keeled. I feel like she's trying to walk away from the camera there.
Yeah. She thought that she was away from the cameras, but she was not away from the cameras. Everybody saw everything. Yeah. Gauff spent a lot of time in interviews decrying racism. Should have been focusing on her game. The day before her tough loss, she was seen telling the world that being a black woman in the United States is hard. Yeah, this is the clip right here. Watch this.
Yeah, you.
Hi, Coco. Congrats. This is a bit of a heavier question to start, but you're usually pretty outspoken about political issues, and I'm curious how you feel about the state of the U.S. 1 year into the second Trump administration.
I mean, I think I've already stated my opinions in the past on how I feel about it. And yeah, I mean, I've hoped forward that we can have a lot more peace in our country and more kindness when the way we speak to each other about different topics and things like that. But yeah, obviously I've been pretty vocal about how I felt, and yeah, I don't feel at this point, I feel a bit fatigued talking about it just because of the fact that it is hard also, I think, being a Black woman in this country and having to experience things even online, and seeing your marginalized communities being affected, and knowing that I can only really donate and speak out, and I try my best to do that. But yeah, I just hope that as time continues that we can reach a state where we're not currently in and we keep moving forward. I posted that video of Martin Luther King yesterday, and that was kind of saying that we must keep moving forward even though things may not be as calm as I would like it to be right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys heard that right there. Now, I wish she would actually elaborate on what's so hard about being a Black woman, but she didn't elaborate because Coco Gauff is doing quite well, folks. I mean, she has 2 Grand Slam titles. She's actually the defending champion at the French Open. And I think she's actually worth something like $35 million. Yeah, she is right here. $35 million. Now, we know that can actually be off, but still, she's doing better than me and you. And she's a Black woman. What's so hard? Coco Gauff, you put in the hard work. You're a great tennis player. There's nothing hard about being a Black woman in America. Anybody that says that, man, that is mental weakness. Nothing more. But over here, look at this right here, guys. Coco Gauff speaks out after being filmed smashing her tennis racket following Australian Open loss. Yeah, she doesn't like this, man. She doesn't like this. She was actually filmed smashing a racket. Says here, the tennis pro addressed her actions after she was captured angrily smashing her racket following a loss. We know about that. But this is what she says, quote, "I tried to go somewhere where I thought there wasn't a camera because I don't necessarily like breaking rackets," Coco 21 explained to reporters during a press conference after the match. "I have a thing with the broadcast. I feel like certain moments, the same thing happened to Aryna Sabalenka after I played her in the final of the U.S. Open. I feel like they don't need to broadcast." Well, they broadcasted. And you lost your mind. You completely lost your mind. And by the way, man, she had 26 unforced errors. Wow. 20, that's a lot of unforced errors. Yeah, that's how you actually lose 6-1, 6-2. Wow. But what do you guys make of this right here, guys? Coco Gauff losing her mind. Trying to play victim at the Australian Open. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about all that. You're not a victim whatsoever. You're a 2-time Grand Slam champion. And maybe, just maybe, you actually win back-to-back French Opens. Maybe you will. You're the defending champion. You know what, guys? People like Coco Gauff should be the ones, especially considering how successful she is. She should actually be telling young Black girls, hey, you can accomplish anything. But oh no, she can't do that. She just said, oh, it's so hard being a Black woman. It's so hard. Remember guys, Rocky 3. Apollo Creed is trying to train Rocky to beat Clubber Lang. And Paulie says something along the lines, he can't do that. He don't have any rhythm. Something like that. And Apollo Creed tells Paulie, you tell him that, he'll be nothing. Yeah. Because the more people hear negative stuff like you can't do this, you can't do that, guess what? You're not going to be able to do it because you don't believe in yourself. It's the same thing here that Coco Gauff is spreading, guys. She's successful. She's a champion. But she's telling Black girls, nah, you can't do what I do. It's hard being a Black woman. I call BS. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.